Oh, I don't normally do videos like this, but I just thought I'd do a video just to help people out a little bit. It's all about mental health and what we go through in life. Just try and put it all briskly, really, what I've been through in life. Started off 2 months premature, so I was born with no hearing, no eyesight. Went on for a while. Then I remember having an accident with a cattle that went over on me, and I was rushed into hospital, and I'd still got scars on my arm, which you might be able to see, but I'm 47 now and I still got them. What else was there? Then I seen my mum split with my dad. She got with someone, quite a violent bloke, and he used to beat her up and throw knives at her. So I went through all that. I always remember myself being stuck in the middle of them both, literally. Mum was trying to protect me. I can never remember him doing anything to me like that, but Mum always grabbed me in to protect me. But I always remember knives thrown at her and spiders, and I was probably only about 2, 3. Then Mum obviously settled down, and I suppose it doesn't do nothing to you in mind, or because you're too young, you don't realise what it's doing to you until older. Sometimes it catches up with you. But then when I got to a teenager, we had a family member, close family member, sorry, not family member, I'd say close friend more than family, an oldest guy, and he started inviting me and someone else in just to watch TV and read magazines and just chat and things like that. And in the end, he started sexually abusing us. I think I was probably 12, between 12 and 14. So in the end, after that went on for a while, we basically told my mum. By that time he was terminally ill for something, if I remember correctly, and he died not long after. Mum said to me that she'd like to kill him if he was still about. So I went from that, and I got trapped in a flat fire, literally, to the point where I nearly died. I was sharing a flat with someone, and they went out on the piss and came back drunk and put chips on in a frying pan, you know, the saucepan ones. And I was in bed asleep because of the early morning shift, and I woke up to fire alarms going off. By the time I came round, the corridor outside my room was in flames. So I literally had to put duvet over me and go through flames and black smoke. And I got to the front door, and literally my body was just going to the floor. But just so happened that as I went down, I managed to grab the lock, and it opened enough for me to put my fingers through to get some air and then get out. But if that hadn't have happened, I'd have been dead. And loads of other things in life, like losing the home, just because of in between, usual losing your job and stuff. Having a nervous breakdown with odd things. A failed marriage, which was partly me as well. They like to say it takes 2 to tango, and no one's perfect. So I've had all that, and issues with not seeing children, but again, it takes 2 to tango. I'll put my hand up and say not everyone's perfect. Then obviously I lost my dad when I was younger. Those mum and dad split up. I managed to get him back in my life properly about 8 years ago. But he lives in York, which anyone that's watching this from outside the UK is basically halfway up the country in the UK. And I'm in Somerset, and I'm right at the bottom in the south. And so this COVID-19 shit's been playing havoc because I've not been able to see him as much as I'd like to. So I get him back in 2 years or so after we've seen each other, visiting and stuff. He then tells me he's got terminal prostate cancer. So that was difficult to deal with, because you then get told that your dad's back in your life. Woo! To, sorry son, but I've only got a few years left, I'm going. So that's been difficult. He's got a couple of years left, but touch wood, everything's been pretty good with things there. But it still lays on my mind. as it does. But he's his wife's carer, so because she's not too good, so he's got that to worry about as well. But fair play to him. He's like 78 and he goes to the gym, or was going to the gym, 4 times a week roughly for 2-hour sessions, and has done for a while with terminal prostate cancer. But at the moment he's been running nearly 10k runs most days while the gym's closed. So fair play to him. He's a fit guy, and luckily he has had to be fit because of what he's had to do with caring for his wife, and it's helped him through his prostate cancer because he doesn't have any chemotherapy, and I think he just has his steroid injections every 3 to 6 months or so. But it is what it is, isn't it? And in November this last year, we're now in July, my wife was diagnosed with bowel cancer, so that was difficult. And then not long after that, she was diagnosed with kidney cancer, so dealing with that as well. She had loads of sessions of chemotherapy, and she had a couple of operations. I just had a major one, a Whipple procedure, which is very difficult for them because they basically have part of their insides taken out and moved about, and it feels like they've been run over by a steamroller basically. So to see your wife go through all that, and then she's hit a brick wall at the moment where she's locking herself away. She lost so much weight. She used to be nearly a size 20. If she watches this video, she's probably going to kill me. But now she's probably close to a size 10 now. But you know, when you're actually going out and doing press-ups and weightlifting and running like I do myself to keep my mental health and stuff going, fair play, you lost the weight, you've earned it. But going through what she's going through and losing all this weight, it's not helping her, and it's not helping me and my 9-year-old who lives at home with us. It's difficult for her because she sees me cry, she sees my wife cry, and she's always comforting both of us. Yet, you know what? Don't ever see her crying. But we always try and say to her, you know, release, release, release. Talk, cry, release it if you have to. We never see her do it. Obviously her school and her friends and that are aware, and they're giving her support and stuff. Everyone's been good. So I've been furloughed for about 17 weeks now, and that's been difficult because it's been nice to get away from things in a nice way. It's my breakaway, but I've not had no breakaway for a while, so it gets on top of you. And there's other possible issues where there might be a chance that I might be made redundant, but I don't know yet. Again, it's not really what I want at the moment, what's going on at home, but it is what it is. In a way, more time to be with my wife and help her through things. In other ways, I need to back off another way and try and break myself. So all in all, I've been through quite a bit in life really, and I know, you know what, I'm going to get more shit in my life. And as much as people don't like the term manning up, sometimes you have to man up. You have to get through things because you know something else is going to crop up eventually, and it is what it is. You just got, like I said, you got to deal with it. But I've been through so much, and I try and be as open as much as I can to people, men and women, because there's a lot of things that people bottle up and hold it in there. And I try and explain to my daughter, you like a bottle of Coke, shake it up and that's what you're like. Let the lid off and you release. And it's easier said than done, but once you've just told someone once, you then find it easier each time, and you feel like so much weight's been taken off your mind and your shoulders. Even though there's still stuff going on, you know there's more stuff going on. It just helps. So the main thing from this is just release, share. If you've got no one you can do, speak to a stranger. Some people prefer to speak to strangers, other people prefer to speak to people they know. Just find someone and talk to them. Again, leave a message on here, a comment, and I'm happy to listen. Again, I can't go diving into other people's problems because I've got enough worrying about, but it's good for people to listen to yours, and that's what I like doing, because it also takes the pain away from mine, that I'm listening to someone else's, and the fact that by me telling people what I've been through, it makes them feel a bit more reassured and easier, maybe, that they know people have been through the same as them or worse, and they come through the other side. And also gives me a lift that perhaps I've taught someone something that's helped them as well. So anyway, that's it, mental health. But take care. Thanks for watching.